Hey guys, Reuben here. So you have decided to move to Sweden. What's next? Well, moving in a foreign country can be quite daunting, and not knowing enough can be a bit of a challenge. But hey, relax, don't panic. Take a moment and take note of these things you should know about before moving to Sweden as an international student. Number one, start learning Swedish before moving to Sweden. Although most people that you meet in Sweden speaks in English, one way to adapt quickly in a new place is learning their language. You don't have to be entirely fluent in Swedish, but knowing a few words is a good start. It's also an excellent investment to learn the language, especially if you want to stay and work here. Check the links down below if you want to know more about learning Swedish. Number two, register in the population registry and get an ID. As soon as you arrive in Sweden, it is important that you immediately register yourself in the population registry, and that means you get to have your personal identity number. This is important to have because it is widely used for everyday purposes in Swedish society, such as setting up memberships, subscriptions, and setting new bank account. Although I have my personal identity number, one of the mistakes I did when I came here was not getting my Swedish ID as soon as I arrived here. That is why it took me 3 months to wait until my ID arrives. I thought to have a passport was enough for my transactions, but in the long run, you would need it when applying for a bank account and other important transactions. Which brings me to my third point. Number 3, apply for a Swedish bank account. As I mentioned before in my previous video, Sweden is almost a cashless society, and digital payments using cards and mobile apps are widely used in Sweden. It is important that you have your card with you at all times in your daily transactions, whether it is in a restaurant, grocery, or the convenience store. Another way of transacting without cash is called Swish, which is a Swedish mobile app where you are allowed to transfer money to your friends, buy something in store or online. Number 4, prepare for the dark and cold weather. I arrived in Sweden in the end of August of 2019, which is still fairly warm and sunny. However, moving forward to autumn, the weather starts getting a bit chilly and wet, the days are a bit shorter, and during the winters it can get really cold. And if you are like me who's coming from a tropical country, having no sun for an extended period of time would definitely mess up with your system. So I suggest you guys to stock up some vitamin D. And also, here in Sweden, they have a saying, det finns inget dåligt väder, bara dåliga kläder. Meaning there is no bad weather, there are only bad clothes. So make sure to shop some appropriate warm clothes for the upcoming winter. Number 5, secure your housing as early as you can. This is probably one of the most important things you should know before moving to Sweden. You don't want to be homeless in a new country, and that hotel or friendly couch might be giving you some favors, but it will only keep you for so long before needing a long-term place. And besides, it can be costly. So securing your housing should be one of your top priority when you come to Sweden. For international students, some universities provide guaranteed housing, but some don't. So check the information provided by your respective universities, and also don't hesitate to ask them. They can provide assistance in arranging housings. If you'd like to know more, head down the description down below for more information. Number 6, Sweden can be quite expensive. As an international student, we have to be aware of the prices here in Sweden. So as a student, we need to follow a budget that fits our available resources. There are so many ways to save money, and you can check out my previous video about budget hacks, link in this video. Number 7, expect for the unexpected. Whether you like it or not, moving to Sweden will forever change your life. So expect the unexpected. Learn as you go, be open to new learnings. Being out in a new country will allow you to widen your perspective about the world, and my advice, embrace change and let it teach you about the world and perhaps yourself. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey då!